It's week 14. We've been posting playoff predictions. Well, not playoff predictions, but we've been posting touchdown scores and stuff on YouTube and TikTok. So we'll be doing that again this week. And stay tuned for our week 14 picks.
Yes, sir. And stay tuned for our
playoff predictions.
Yeah, playoff predictions is coming up quick. So stay tuned to that and let's get into it. All right, so to get right into week 14, first game, we have Jacksonville Jaguars playing the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns are at home. Cleveland, they're -3 on the spread. Over-under is sitting at 33.5. Trends for this game. Browns, they're 5-5 on moneyline bets. Spread bets, they're 4-6. And on the over has hit 6 out of the last 10 games for a 6-4 record.
All right, let's go. Trevor Lawrence will be questionable for this game, and Joe Flacco will be playing. With that being said, I'm taking the Cleveland Browns to win 27-21. I'll have Cleveland -3.5, and I'll have the over in this game.
Yeah, we're right on the same line there. I think, like Andrew said, I think Trevor Lawrence is not going to play in this game. He's questionable as it is, and I mean, if you do like Jacksonville and you think Trevor Lawrence is going to play, well, then you should probably go take them +3 because that's a good line if he plays. And I think Vegas line has it right. But I'm going to take the Browns money line. I'm going to take the -3, and I'm going to take the under in that game. I think Vegas knows something nobody else does with that line. On to the next game, we have the Los Angeles Rams playing Baltimore. Baltimore is at home. They're -7.5. Over-under is sitting at 39.5. Trends for this game. The Rams, they're 3-5 on moneyline bets. Spread bets. The Rams, they're 3-4 on spread bets, and the over has split with a 4-4 record.
Well, I'm taking our Super Bowl pick to lose in the Super Bowl. I'm taking Baltimore 38-13. I'll have Baltimore -7.5, and I'll have the over in this game.
Yeah, like before, we had the Rams beating out their projections for over-under on win totals, which was a lock. But I think the Ravens are too good to lose this game. The game's 7.5, but I guess you never know. I'll take the Ravens money line. I am going to take Stafford and McVay +7.5. They do, if they start winning a couple more games, they have a chance to make a wild card. And I'm going to take the over in that game. On the next game, we have the Detroit Lions playing the Chicago Bears. Another divisional game. Lions won this first game. Chicago is at home at this game. They're +3. Over-under sitting at 43. Trends for this game. Bears, 6-4 on moneyline bets. Spread bets. The Bears are 4-5, and the over has split with a 5-5 record.
All right, you're all going to get mad at me. But the Lions, so Detroit, you know how they won the first game? They were down 14. And with 3 minutes left, everyone's going to be on them this game. That line's super weird. They're only -3, and they shouldn't be if they were going to win, because if they were going to win, that line probably would be like 7.5 in the Baltimore game, because that does make sense because they're playing the Rams. So, with that being said, I'll have Chicago to win 22-20. I'll have the Bears +3.5, and I'll take the under in this game.
Yeah, I don't think that's too far-fetched, son. I think that's very possible the Bears win this game. But for the sake of home and the Lions, I'll take a money line. I'll take one for the team here. But I'm going to take the Bears +3.5. I think that's money. And I'm going to take the under in that game. On the next game, we have the Carolina Panthers playing the New Orleans Saints. Saints are at home. They're -6. Over-under sitting at 38.5. Trends for this game. Panthers, they're 4-6 on moneyline bets. On spread bets, the Panthers are 6-3, and the under has hit 6 out of the last 10 games for a 6-4 record.
Well, y'all are going to get mad at me again. The Panthers are not going to go 1-16. That's just not happening. The only time that's going to happen is if you have the worst team in the NFL, you have all backups. That's the only time that's going to happen. And I'm taking Panthers to win to 14. I'll have Carolina +6, and I'll take the under in this game.
Well, that's a bold statement, taking a team 1-11, but you never know. I'm going to take the Saints money line in this game. They're also in a wild card prediction / in their division. Their division's trash, but I am going to take the Panthers +6.5 with you. I think that's good too, and I'm going to take the under in that game. On the next game, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers playing the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons are at home. They're -2.5. Over/under sitting at 40.5. Trends for this game: Buccaneers, they're 6-4 on money line bets. Spread bets, they're 5-5, and the over has hit 7 out of the last 10 games for a 7-3 record.
All right, we can all agree that Desmond Ridder sucks. He's not what we expected, but I gotta roll with my boy Bijan Robinson because Baker Mayfield's been looking trash. So, with that being said, I'll have Atlanta to win 27-23. I'll have Atlanta -2.5, and I'll take the over in this game.
Wow. Yeah, we're on complete different ends here. Like you said, Desmond Ridder hasn't been what everybody expected him to be. I'm going to take the 2.5 here. I'm going to take Tampa Bay money line. I'm going to take them +2.5 on the road, and I'm going to take the over in that game. On the next game, we have the Colts playing the Bengals. Bengals, they are at home. They're laying 2 points. Over/under sitting at 43.5. Trends for this game: Bengals, they're 4-6 on money line bets. Spread bets, they're 5-5, and the over is also split at 5-5.
Yeah, I don't get this. At the beginning of the season, everyone's like, what about the Bengals to go over the Ravens in their division? Look at Cincinnati now, at the bottom of their division. But you see how the Colts are like winning all these games and they're doing all this good stuff? This is where it comes to an end. Even I don't care if Joe Burrow was not playing in this game or if he was. I am taking Cincinnati to win 21-3. I'll have Cincinnati -1.5, and I'll take the under in this game.
Well, I agree with you on the under in that game. Yeah, I think without Joe Burrow, their backup QB has been looking pretty good. Nothing to deny there. They beat the Jaguars, but the 2.5 spread, man, I can't get away from it. I'm going to take the Colts money line. I'm going to take them +2.5. And I'm going to take the under in that game. I think the bet of that game is the under. So we're both on that. On the next game, we have the Houston Texans playing the Jets. The Jets are at home. They're +3.5. Over/under sitting at 32.5. Trends for this game: this is a good one. The Jets 6-4 on money line bets. On spread bets, the Jets are 6-3, and the under has hit 6 out of the last 10 games for a 6-4 record.
Yeah, I have to take the Texans and C.J. Stroud. I do think they make the playoffs this season. And with that being said, Houston's going to win 20-17. I'll have the Jets +3.5, and I'll take the over in this game.
Yeah, for me, as well as C.J. Stroud has been playing, this line doesn't make too much sense to me. Zach Wilson is supposed to start for this game, and I think the trends have it right. I'm going to be completely honest. For the sake of picks, I took the Texans money line, but I honestly believe the Jets could win this game. But again, for the sake of picks, I'm taking the Texans money line. I think the Jets +3.5 is an absolute lock. And I think the under is also a lock in this game. On the next game, another divisional game. We got the 49ers playing Seattle Seahawks. 49ers are -13.5. Over/under sitting at 46.5. Trends for this game: 49ers, they're 5-5 on money line bets against Seattle. Spread bets, the 49ers are 6-4, and the over has hit 6 out of the last 9 games for a 6-3 record.
Yeah. No. This line should be maybe a little bit lower, but we can deal with it. I'm taking San Fran to win 41-20. we saw that win. Everyone was on the well, not everyone.
We were on the right side.
Oh, we were on the right side, and we watched them get blown out. And bro, that was just so fun to watch. Well, yeah, it's gonna happen again. San Francisco's gonna blow out Seattle. Maybe who they're playing next, San Fran might lose, but whatever. They're probably gonna win the Super Bowl. That's our prediction. I'll have San Fran minus 13.5, and I'll take the over in this game.
Yep. I'm going to say one thing. I remember when the 49ers lost 3 in a row and everybody was getting worried. And we came on the podcast and we told you they weren't going to lose another 2 or 3 games max the rest of the season. They haven't lost 1 game since we said that here. But it is a division game. Most time a couple division games are going to split. But unfortunately, this spread's way too high for me to take Seattle. So I'm rolling with the 49ers. I'm going to take Seattle plus 13.5. Like I said, it's a division game. They shouldn't get blown out back-to-back, but I guess Vegas thinks otherwise. And I'm going to take the over in that game. On the next game, we have the Minnesota Vikings playing the Raiders, which have been absolutely terrible. Vegas, they're getting 3 points. Over-under sitting at 40.5. Trends for this game, Raiders, they're 3-4 on moneyline bets against Minnesota. Spread bets, they're also 3-4, and the over has hit 4 out of the last 6 games for a 4-2 record.
Well, my cousin loves Las Vegas, so he better put on his lucky Raiders hat because I think Josh Dobbs in Minnesota get the job done, and I think they win 20-17. I'll have Minnesota minus 3, and I'll take the under in this game.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. Vikings get Jefferson back. Him and Dobbs haven't hooked up yet, so we're about to see a show on Sunday. I think the minus 3 is a sucker line if you're going to take, or the plus 3 for the Raiders side at home. I think Minnesota wins this game. I think they cover the 3, and I'll take the game to go over. On the next game, we have the Denver Broncos playing the Chargers. Chargers are at home. They're laying 2.5 points. Over-under sitting at 43.5. Trends for this game. Here's another good one. Broncos, they're 6-4 in moneyline bets against the Chargers. Spread bets, they're also 6-4. And the under has hit 6 out of the last 10 games for a 6-4 record.
Yeah, we've all seen Denver. They choked huge against the Texans. Russell Wilson threw a pick in the end zone. Should have been a TD, but whatever. But that's going to come to haunt them because I think the Chargers can win. It's a divisional game, and the Chargers have been looking pretty bad, and they're minus 2.5, and Denver's been looking pretty good. So I'm taking the Chargers 14-13. I'll have Denver plus 2.5, and I'll take the under in this game.
I can't stand behind the Chargers until they fire their coach because that guy's long overdue from losing his job. So, Chargers, if the front office is listening, get rid of your head coach. Anyways, I'm going to take the Broncos money line. Here's another underdog I'm taking. I think the trend's got this one right. Broncos money line, Broncos plus 2.5. I'm going to take the under in that game. On the next game, we have the Bills. This is going to be a good game. Bills playing the Chiefs. Chiefs are at home. They're minus 1.5. Over-under sitting at 48.5. Trends for this game. Bills, they're 4-6 in moneyline bets. Spread bets, the Bills are 4-6, and the over-under has split at a 5-5 record.
Look at this game, dude. I'm so excited to watch the Bills absolutely annihilate the Chiefs. The Chiefs have been looking good. The Bills are 6-6. Okay. So, they've been looking trash. The Chiefs have been looking like they were last year. Pretty good. So, we know the Bills are not going under 500. That's for sure. There's no way that's happening. Buffalo is going to absolutely smash Kansas City. I'm taking Buffalo to win 41-17. I'll have Buffalo plus 1, and I'll take the over in this game.
This might be one of the big games I think me and you have been on opposite ends. And I would agree with you. But I think this is a lot like the Bills and Philly game. Everybody thought the Bills were going to win for some reason. And I think it's because their record and how bad they've been this year. Like you said, they are 6-6. They still have a chance to win their division some crazy, crazy way, but they would have to win this game. I think they could still clinch a wild card if they lose this game. And I also believe this is one of those games where all the public and everybody thinks the Bills are going to win. They could. Usually Josh Allen beats Patrick Mahomes in the regular season and then chokes in the playoffs. But this line, and from what I'm seeing from the public, I think Kansas City is going to beat the crap out of them. So for that, I'm taking the Chiefs money line. I'm going to take the Chiefs -1, and I'm going to take the over in this game. Also, people remember Green Bay just beat the Chiefs on Sunday night last week. So don't forget about that. But I would not be surprised if you did get this one right and the Bills win. I think this could go either way. But again, from what I'm taking everything in, I think the Chiefs will win. On the next game, another great game. We have the Eagles playing the Cowboys, another divisional game. Dallas is at home this time. They're -3.5, over/under sitting at 51.5. Trends for this game: Cowboys 6-4 moneyline bets. Spread bets, they're also 6-4, and the over has hit 7 out of the last 10 games for a 7-3 record.
Dude, I was thinking about this game so much. Me and Pops were like, "Oh, Philadelphia beat them last time, but Philadelphia's +3.5." This, uh, dude, dude, this talk was so good. I decided to pick Philadelphia after absolutely getting crushed by the Niners. If we remember that game, they got crushed, and Dallas crushed. Who they played last week? I think they played someone good. I don't remember who they played last week, but they played someone good. They crushed them. So with that being said, I'm taking Philly to win 29-23. I'll have Philadelphia +3.5, and I'll have the over in this game.
Yeah, the game you're talking about was against Seattle. They beat Seattle. It was a high-scoring game. Yeah, and once again, we talked about this game, and whenever you can get the Eagles +3.5, I don't think it's a bad idea. And usually these two teams split. So last year, the Eagles beat Dallas in Philly, and then the following game, Dallas beat Philly in Dallas. So if we're looking at history, same quarterbacks, pretty much the same teams. They're both really good. I'm going to back the Cowboys on this game. I'll take the Cowboys money line. That might be my favorite play of the week. I'm going to be honest. But like I said, whenever you can get the Eagles +3.5, I'd take it. So I'm backing Cowboys money line, Eagles +3.5. I'm going to take the over in that game. On the next game, this is Monday night. 2 Monday night games this week. We have the Tennessee Titans playing the Miami Dolphins. Miami, they're at home, -13.5 for like the 10th time this year. Over/under sitting at 46.5. Trends for this game: Dolphins, they're 6-4 in moneyline bets. Spread bets, they're also 6-4. Over/under has split at a 5-5 record.
It's not happening again. No, this happens way too much. -13.5 against Buffalo. -13.5 against the Jets. Who else?
There was a few games, yeah.
There was so much games I can't even keep track. It's one of these games. Way more than one of these games. But I do think the Dolphins win 17-10. I'll have Tennessee +13.5. They ain't getting beat by that much. And I'll take the under in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think 13.5 points is too many, but I say that time and time again, and half the time they've been covering. But I'm going to take the Dolphins money line. I'm going to take the Titans +13.5. I'm going to take the over in this game. Reason why I'm taking the over, it's so hard to bet against the Dolphins to take the under when they play. They've been covering, and the game's been going over so many times. So that's why I'm backing the over. On the last game of the week, we have the Green Bay Packers playing the Jets with the veto. Giants, they're at home. They're getting 6.5 points. Over/under sitting at 36.5. Trends for this game: Giants, they're 5-5 on money line bets. Spread bets, they're 6-3, and the over has hit 7 of the last 10 games for a 7-3 record.
All right. Green Bay, they beat Kansas City. Okay. All right. I'm just not taking the Packers. The Giants, they've been playing absolutely trash. They can't.
Oh, they've been playing a lot better with that QB, but yeah.
They've still been playing bad, though. But there's one game where you got to be like, all right, you got to talk. You got to see what the last game was and if it was a good win, if it was like that good of a win. They probably won't win next week. So I'm taking the Giants to win 20-13. I'll have New York plus 6.5, and I'll take the under in this game.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad pick. Here's the reason why. Green Bay, they just beat Kansas City in primetime. You don't think the public and everybody remembers that? Oh, the Green Bay Packers just beat one of the best teams in the league. Well, here we go. I'm backing the Giants plus 6.5 with their new quarterback. He's been looking good, showing the city some love. Everybody loves him. Anyways, Green Bay, money line. I think Andrew could be right. I think they could lose this game. I think the Giants plus 6.5 is the lock of the week, and I'm going to take the under in that game. So that does it for week 14.
Yeah, we might do our playoff predictions next week, maybe sometime, maybe when the playoffs start, probably.
Yeah, once we get a full slate of who's in.
Yeah, so we might, maybe in week 18, we do something like, let's see our predictions to see who will be in the playoffs, and then we actually get to see it, but we'll figure something out to entertain you guys, and we're just here for the fun and just entertain you. So, yeah, that wraps up week 14, and yeah, just stay tuned for Andrew and Pop's podcast.
Yes, sir. You heard the man. Also, we've been giving touchdown scores that have been absolutely on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Not to mention, we always put a dollar parlay. So me, Andrew, Kelly, and McKenna, we always do a dollar bet, and we pick every touchdown score in every game. Last week, I kid you not, we had every single touchdown score right, and there was one guy that didn't get in the end zone.
A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown, yep. So we're getting close. That was the ticket was plus 900,000. So if you're playing the lottery, I think these odds are way better and it's a lot easier to hit. That's just my opinion. But that wraps up. So look out for our shorts, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining.
Peace.